Alright guys, so let's talk about a random movie I watched on Netflix that's brand new called Bad Trip, which stars Eric Andre, Tiffany Haddish, and Lil Rel Howery, where I watched this trailer like 2 years ago in like 2019, whenever the Child's Play remake came out in June, I think. Whenever that came out, there was a trailer for this, and I thought it looked really funny, like watching that in the theater. And I was thinking that this movie had already come out and I missed it because it was 2019. We had a trailer for it. And then we had, like, I guess it was, we had like more than a year, more than a half a year before the pandemic happened. So I thought that this movie would have happened before the pandemic. But I guess it was just canceled. And then I looked on Wikipedia and it said it was going to go to a festival, but then it was right when the pandemic started. So I guess that makes sense that it was canceled. And then it just went straight to Netflix, which I was totally fine with. And the trailer for this movie was interesting because it was a movie where, you know, like Jackass, Bad Grandpa, where like you've got people doing crazy shit like on camera, and then people who don't know, who aren't a part of the joke, like are like, what's going on, like that kind of movie. Which I thought was like, I liked Bad Grandpa. I thought that was hilarious. I liked the Jackass movies, like those are fun. Didn't like Action Point. But I like those kind of movies. I think those are fun. And this one, with the cast alone, I had to see this because I'll tell you what, I love Tiffany Haddish in almost anything, even if it's a trashy movie or a bad movie. Like, even that Tyler Perry movie, like Nobody's Fool, like she was hilarious in, even though that movie was pretty dumb. Of course it was Tyler Perry movie, but I thought she was really hilarious in it. She's hilarious in a lot of things, like Girls Trip. She was funny in that one movie with her and Rose Byrne, Like a Boss, I think. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, she was funny in that one too. Tiffany Haddish, like, she's a guilty pleasure of mine for like movies that are like pretty bad or look pretty bad. Like I said, like that Like a Boss movie. Like, that movie wasn't great, but she was funny in it. I thought she was hilarious. Or Nobody's Fool. She cracks me up. I think she's one of the funniest comedians right now. Like, she's got a pretty simple joke. Like, she's usually just the person who wrecks shit. She's the person who like hurts people. Like, it's funny. Her jokes are funny, and I really do enjoy Tiffany Haddish in everything that I've seen her in. And this one is no exception because it's funny. It's different because I thought that this movie was going to be like just different random things like Bad Grandpa, where like they go to different places. This one's got kind of a story with Eric Andre and Lil Rel Howery trying to escape the sister Tiffany Haddish. So Tiffany Haddish is going around and like hurting people or like yelling at people like, have you seen my brother? Like, where's my brother at? And then like, it's pretty much that. I'm surprised that there was a little more of a story in this one, to be honest, than those other ones, like Jackass or something, because that didn't really have a story. Bad Grandpa had some more of a story to it. But I did really like her in it. Eric Andre's always funny. Lil Rel Howery's funny. I do like all three of them a lot, so I thought it was good. It was definitely what I wanted to see. And it was pretty fun, solid watch. And I enjoyed the antics that they did. Like, they were pretty solid in terms of like just freaking people out, like with random stuff. Like, whenever Tiffany Haddish has her brother, Lil Rel Howery, over on top of a roof, she literally has him hanging off and choking him, and they're like, don't do it, don't drop him, don't drop him. Like, that was funny. Or whenever Eric Andre is at, I forgot what kind of restaurant it is. It's not like a salad bar, but it's like something where you get your food toppings. So, like, kind of like a sandwich place or something. And like, what he does is he puts his hand in like the condiments and just like tosses them into a plate. And they're like, are you supposed to not wear gloves? And he's like, yeah, if you don't wear gloves, like, that's how humanity kept going. Like, we have to have germs happen to us, be immune to germs. And then the lady looks at him like, what? Like, I don't understand. And some of the reactions from the people who aren't in on the joke is funny, but sometimes I'm kind of like, I think they already know, or they knew something's up. Because sometimes with these movies where like people aren't in on the joke and they're on camera, like, sometimes you can tell that they're like, there's something going on behind the scenes. Like, I can tell. So there were a couple moments of that. But yeah, it was pretty solid. I thought it was pretty fun. I honestly am forgetting the jokes, to be honest. And I watched this a day or two ago. but I still remember really liking it. I thought it was really fun. Just like I said, Tiffany Haddish is awesome. Just her driving around, taking a cop car, driving around is funny, or her driving at the beginning with a pink car with the big words "bad bitch" on it was hilarious too. And the story was pretty fun. Like, it's nothing to write home about, but it was pretty fun with these three actors. Like, I think they're all funny in other stuff, so I like seeing them all in this. And I'm glad I finally got to see this one, because this one was, like I said, I saw the trailer in like 2019. So I guess it makes sense that it was delayed right before the pandemic. But I enjoyed Bad Trip. This one was pretty silly and stupid, but it was fun. I had an all right time with it. So pretty much it on this one. So that's it for today, and thank you guys for watching. Take care.